Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. Alongside the czar of the playbook, Emery Hunt, I'm Tyler Merkovich, and we have for you a 1970 classic rivalry. The Oakland Raiders travel to Heinz Field to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Raiders cannot do anything on offense. Their strong unit is defense, and they still give up big plays. The special teams doesn't give them enough, even though Shane Lechler is one of the best punters in the league. And for Pittsburgh, will Big Ben play? Will he not? Dennis Dixon filled his shoes in gratefully. But what are your keys to victory for Raiders? I can't wait to see this matchup. Santonio Holmes versus Nnamdi Asomugha, who hasn't been on his game lately. Holmes might try to pick him apart.
Well, the thing is, for the Raiders, they want to get after who's ever back there at quarterback. So they're going to have to turn up the heat defensively on whether it be Dennis Dixon, who's going to see his second full game as a starting quarterback. Turn up the heat on him, flush him to one side, make him make reads on a half a field. That's number one. Two, they're going to have to be multiple on offense. People know what the Raiders want to do. They're going to run off tackle, run up the middle, try to throw the ball, receivers drop it. People know what they want to do, so they have to be multiple. You do have some offensive weapons. You do have Higgins. You can get him on some end rounds. You do have McFadden, who has some speed. You do have Bush, the big pounder back there, and you do have Miller to stretch the middle down the field. So you get multiple on offense. That's how you help slow down this Steelers defense. And third, defensively, they're going to need to get their two big playmakers on that team, Shane Lechler and Sebastian Gradkowski. They're going to have to play big roles in this game. Shane Lechler is an outstanding punter. Make the Steelers drive a long field. That's going to keep this game close and slow it down if they're able to make these guys drive a long field. And if you get into the red zone, Gradkowski has to hit those kicks to keep this game close. Those are the keys to
the Raiders O-line really needs to play well because they need a running game to open up something for that passing game because it's very inept. Or they need to throw in the Wildcat or something, do something new. But for Pittsburgh, they played well with Dennis Dixon at the helm. You know they got that defense, but that defense is totally different. That secondary without Polamalu, and he'll probably be out again. What are your keys to victory for Pitt?
They have to attack the Raiders where they weakest, and that is their aggressiveness. You attack that aggressiveness by slowing down that aggressiveness, by throwing right behind it. You look at what they can do. They can't throw the ball underneath. They do have some good wide receivers in Hines Ward, Holmes and company, and Mike Wallace. So you can throw the football underneath. The Raiders love to send their linebackers as well, too. So you want to throw right where those linebackers work. Defensively, they have to get after Gradkowski, pressure that offensive line. So you really want to get that turn up the heat on them and force those tackles to block. And that way, that's going to be a matchup they probably should be able to win. And third, they have to keep their foot on the gas because the worst thing you could do against a team like the Raiders play mean and aggressive. So if you give them an opportunity to turn it up, they're going to turn it up and you're going to find yourself in a dogfight. But they have to maintain their composure throughout the game and try to put the Raiders away early. I like Steelers and I like Pittsburgh in this game, but I like it close because I think what the Raiders have is an outstanding punter in Lechler to make the Steelers drive them to the field. And when you make a team drive them to the field, you give yourself opportunities to make some plays as far as like interceptions and fumbles. But I like the Steelers.
I like the Steelers also. Even though their offensive line hasn't been good, I still have faith in Rashard Mendenhall and that running game. And Dixon or Roethlisberger. With Dixon, it'll be a lot closer. With Big Ben, I think Pittsburgh should win this game rather handily. I'm going to take the Steelers. For more, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL.